Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a voiceover for this video, so I thought I would record it with my face on here in case I want to skip back to face and show you pictures here, there and everywhere and all that good stuff. So today we're going to show you the video of Rue's arrival. Very delayed, because it's about 5 months after she arrived, and basically it's been a whirlwind. It's been difficult, it's been lovely, it's been amazing. She is amazing and she's turning into a lovely little dog. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first couple of pictures you can see are when she was on her way. She set out the early hours, I think it was, of the Friday morning, and then you can see here we've got her crate set up, those wooden separators as well, because she actually fit in that space really well at the start, especially for like crate training and potty training and stuff, so it worked out really well. But they have now been removed. As you can imagine, she's a lot bigger than she was when she arrived, so she has the full length of the crate now. She is definitely toilet trained as well, so that helps. We were put into a Facebook group and given times that all the dogs would be arriving and what vans they were in. Now she was in this guy's van, you can see his little face on the map, and this was when she was pretty close. She arrived around 3:30 in the afternoon. Originally she was supposed to be arriving in the really late on the Sunday, which was the 14th of February. And she ended up arriving at 3:30 in the afternoon, which was nice because we had daylight when she arrived, and it was Valentine's Day, so perfect little Valentine's present. We actually ended up having our Valentine's Day dinner delivered to us, and she was in her crate decompressing. She was terrified, and we ate our food and drank basically in front of her. Just had that. Here is a picture of the van arriving down our road. And me trying to give the guy the harness and the leads. He's got the, I think he has the slip lead, because that's the one that we had, so he gives that to them, and then he gives me the documents. I was like, do you need my ID? He was like, no. And yeah, and then I ended up being like, can you put these on her as well please, because Lucky's wanted us to put the harness, collar, like basically 2 forms of control, so the slip lead and then something else. So we had her harness on and her slip lead on. And here she is! Oh, she's so tiny! They take a picture of her for their records, and they send all these pictures via the Facebook group so everyone can see when everything's arriving. Every little dog's arriving. And then here we are walking into the house. He was like, oh, I'll take her in. So I clipped her on to make sure that she was attached to me and she wouldn't go anywhere. She was absolutely terrified, bless her. He puts her in the house and I'm like, okay, I'm going to take her out again. Because I knew that she'd need the toilet. I just wanted to get her. My idea was in the garden. Oh, look at her. Let's take her at the back. She's so scared, bless her. She's like in freeze mode.
Oh my god.
Look at her, so terrified.
She's so cute.
She just froze. And also the leads, obviously I was in a bit of a, whoa, what's going on? All the leads were like tangled around her, so that was a nightmare. If I was to do it again, I would unhook it from myself, because she was just terrified. And then here's me feeding her some chicken. Her little tail starts wagging. She must be hungry. So I wanted to, yeah, get some chicken in her. Be like, look, this is a nice place. You get some chicken. It's lovely. Me taking my mask off, like, oh, get away with this. Also, note to self, put your hair up, because that was a nightmare having my hair down. I don't know why I had my hair down, but put your hair up.
She's liking that, she's taking it.
Yeah, she's like, hello,
Tail's wagging.
hello, gorgeous. Hello,
And she's all just giving little squirrels. She's got a little wag on, a little tail wag.
She's now
But
ours,
she's like,
babe.
yeah, we're going, oh, look at her. Oh, she's all tied up.
I know, you don't know what this is, do you?
And because my brain wasn't working, so to me I had to unhook her. Really, I should have unhooked myself. But then obviously she's trying to like run away because she's scared, bless her. Aww. Wagging her tail probably. I'm not scared, don't hurt me. It's heartbreaking, isn't it?
I'll go and put this in there.
And there's me, I think I've hooked it on the front now, so, oh, and then she's got a little happy I don't think she's happy though, she's just like, I don't know who you are, so I'm just going to be nice to you in case you're horrible to me. Saying hello to Wes as well. You see chicken, she's lovely.
Baby,
Bless her,
baby.
she's so small.
Little gorgeous baby.
You're gonna get all the
She's
love.
so cute.
Hello, gorgeous girl. Hello, gorgeous girl. Come here. Come here. Yeah.
The bloody leaves.
She's fine
she's
now.
like,
Yeah, she's lovely.
not sure about those. So yeah.
She's like, I'm not sure about these leaves.
Oh, it's quite good
no.
actually. It's got a few
Not
bits
sure
coming
about
off it.
these
Oh, and then she
leaves.
jumped up. She's saying hello, bless her. Look at her.
She's quite fluffy.
We were quite happy at this point because we were like, oh my god, she's actually like a little bit excited to see us, and she was happy. Oh,
Yeah.
You need a wee. What a belly rub.
she's had a little ruffle,
Do you?
and then the slip lead came off, and I was like, oh no, what do I do here?
Wee, what's this?
She's supposed to have
Not
two
used to
folds of
this.
lead on her.
Come on.
So then, and then it was like, oh, look at it. I don't know what to do here, so I end up picking her up. Slip lead back on.
I'm gonna
Nice
if I undo my phone
screen
as
from
well.
outside. Okay, so yeah, then I had to like basically re-put the slip lead on her. Absolute kerfuffle. And then we took her inside, and she, as soon as she got inside, she was terrified. Bearing in mind she's never been inside a house other than in the vets, I think. I assume. I'm pretty sure. So when she got in, she literally went to go and hide somewhere, so I picked her up and put her in a crate, and that's where she remained until she started like being like a bit more curious about the inside, because obviously all the noises, all the smells, all the feelings, everything was just completely new to her. It was just a complete like, what is this? She was terrified.
Good girl.
And because we had a full house because of COVID, we were upstairs in her room, so ideally I had to let her out of the crate and then carry her down the stairs to go to the bathroom, and she started getting really fearful of being picked up to be taken outside to the toilet, even though she didn't want to go to the toilet inside. She wouldn't come out of her crate for me to pick her up, so then it ended up having to be like, either I left her in the crate for her to come out when she wanted, or I would picked her out of the crate, or you know, put a lead on to take her out of the crate, and it just didn't work for me, and it didn't work for her. She was upset by being taken out of the crate, and I was upset taking her out of the crate, so yeah, I left her in there, and then we put puppy pads so that when she came out eventually, she just went to the toilet on the puppy pads. And I think she had like 2 accidents, and while she kind of was gaining that confidence of coming out of the crate, every now and then I'd pick her up and then put her back down again. So she wasn't being like, oh, I'm getting taken somewhere. So it was like, oh, it's not a big deal being picked up. And was working on put my hands out to her without her like backing away sort of thing. So did that quite slowly at first. And then eventually, once she was okay with that, I would pick her up, and then we worked on her walking up and down the stairs herself. Because even though she was young and not necessarily the best idea to be walking up and down stairs so much at that age, each dog is different, and that's what worked for her. Because it was with Rue, she's throughout this whole learning experience for me, she works better with kind of working through things on her own with guidance rather than being forced into something, which works for me as well. I think she went for a poo on the puppy pads. We were able to, because once she'd had a bit of time outside of the crate, then I was like, okay, I'll pick you up, take you outside, see if you want to go to the toilet and stuff, and have a sniff around. And oh god, she's so cute. Oh. And little frog legs. And I'm sure you're more intent on watching her as well. Oh, the biter came out early. She's always been a biter, and she still is. Very much better now. But yeah, she likes chewing on people, and when she gets excited she just chews. Little biter.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah. It was my own fault, to be fair.
Now you're on camera.
Boop boop. Ready?
So this, I think, is like the day after. Because originally I didn't have puppy pads, so I had to go out. She hadn't been to the toilet, I think it was for about 9 hours. And I was like, oh, I rang the vets and was like, is that okay? Should I take her out of a crate? But then she did come out. I put puppy pad down and she came out and she did a wee on the puppy pad. As I say, things would be different if you're in different situations. So if you're in like a house on your own, it would be a lot different to if you're in a house with people, because of her nervousness when we came, it wasn't good for us to just put her downstairs where there'd be lots of people walking by and stuff like that, so that she'd be closer to the outside. It worked better like this. I think she had like 2 accidents on there, or not accidents, but went to the toilet twice on there.
Good
Yes!
girl. Get on tail now. That's your tail, get this.
She's getting the ball. She likes that ball. Did you back in?
Yeah.
Mouth as you slid out of bed to get dressed. Come on, if you don't hurry up, you'll have to apparate on an empty stomach. Might make it easier, I suppose. Ron looked thoughtfully at the box of chocolate cauldrons, then shrugged and helped himself to a third.
So yeah, this has been Rue's first few days, and there'll be plenty more to see of Rue. She is amazing, love her so much, so happy to have her here, and she's going on for 9 months now. This was her at 4 months. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you again. Bye!
Said Harry thinkingly, leading the way to the door. Why was she being there? Asked Ron anxiously, hurrying to keep up. Oh, she has extra potions lessons with him, said Harry, inventing wildly. Maybe I could ask. Now, Harry, you'll be late for your next lesson, said Slughorn affably, snapping the gold clasp shut on his dragon skin briefcase. Sir, said Harry, reminding himself irresistibly of Voldemort as far as they were concerned. And after doffing his hat, he swept from the room. Bye, said Harry hastily to the Dursleys, and followed Dumbledore, who paused beside Harry's trunk, upon which Hedwig's cage was perched. We do not want to be encumbered by these just now, he said, pulling out his wand again. I shall send them to the burrow to await us there. However,